how I love sports.
Sports.
This is the Sports Page with Mitchell Williams on 97.3 and 99.3 SuperTalk, Mississippi.
It's hard to sit in a game plan meeting and still be able to coach the players. So I kind of pride myself on trying to do both because I think, again, football gets the players' attention, and then you can teach them whatever you want to teach them. So if you ever lose that piece of getting their attention with football, being able to walk up to a player and say, hey, close your stance, you'll be able to move faster. Hey, put your eyes here. If you ever lose that piece, then to me, you may lose a little bit of the ability to reach them. Yes, it's changed a little bit, but being a position coach helped me understand that, hey, just as detailed as I was with one player or 5 players in a running back room, you got to be that detailed with 225 of the entire organization. And sometimes just the communication, when you're talking to one player, it helps you understand that you got to be able to communicate with 225, and they all don't learn or hear the same. So it kind of helped me understand about communication, and then staying connected is probably the biggest things.
My goodness, Coach Charles Huff, his football team, our Golden Eagles, our guys are 3-1 in the month of September. September is done, and now the next game is on national television a week from Thursday at Georgia Southern. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Sports Page. We hope that you and yours are doing just right. I want to thank all the folks who are listening to us on SuperTalk Laurel.com and SuperTalk all those that are listening to us. If you're driving or if you're at your business or you're at home or if you're not in the state of Mississippi, you're overseas, thank you for listening to these radio stations. And y'all, I know that with college football, it was a big college football weekend. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But also it was a really important high school weekend as well. And so we've got the scores. And, of course, know that here on Super Talk, y'all, you got Pedal High Football on 97.3 on Friday nights. The Inside Pedal Football is on Tuesday nights, of course. Inside the Locker Room with Coach Joey is on Thursdays here. And, of course, you have the high school show after the game on Friday. And, of course, the Jones County Game of the Week on 99.3. But here are the scores from this past week, Week 5. It was when you're talking about the number 1 and number 2 teams in the state. Number 2 West Point beat number 1 Tupelo 28-21. So the number 1 team in the state, Tupelo, was upset. How about that? Number 5 Picayune beat Poplarville 28-21. Close game. Number 9 Columbia stays unbeaten, beating North Pike 36-0. On Thursday, there were a couple of scores, I guess 3 of them that were games that were played on Thursday. Callaway over Mendenhall, 27-26. Ouch. Leake County over Newton, 46-16. And Tylertown over Perry Central, 40-20. Now let's look at scores that were played, games that were played on Friday. Emmett County over Salem, 52-12. Bay Springs over Quitman, 20-14. Clarksdale over Southeast Lauderdale, 36-0. Columbia over North Pike, 36-0. It was Forest over Scott Central, 14-7. George County over Stone, 13-0. Greene County over Gaucher, 24-21. It was Hattiesburg on homecoming, beating Meridian 42-16. Oh, yeah. Jefferson Davis County took on East Marion 28-22 in double overtime. Great game played up the road. Kemper County over Northeast Lauderdale 38-21. Lloyd Star was a winner over Crystal Springs 49-14. McGee continues to win. They beat Franklin County 46-20. Macomb continues to do really well. They beat Hazelhurst 47-14. Mize over Newton County 23-20. Northeast Jones was a winner over Seminary. That final 16-7. Oak Grove over Laurel 42-3. And PCS was a winner. They beat Bay High, y'all, 28-7. Pearl River Central a winner over Sumrall 28-24. Great game that was played at Sumrall Pedal. A winner over Clinton 20-3. Purvis over Forest County 34-20. That was a great game. Neighbors right down the street. Whole bunch of folks at that game. Raleigh beating Morton 36-0. Sacred Heart a winner over Wilkinson County 37-14. We can tell you that South Choctaw Academy out of Alabama played Richardson 36-14 was that final. South Choctaw winning. South Jones over Enterprise Clark, 42-7. South Jones pretty good. South Pike over Jefferson County, 48-12. Stringer over Mount Olive, 34-22. Taylorsville over North Forest, 13-0. Weston over Lawrence County, that final 36-7. Other area scores had this shootout. West Jones over Wayne County, 49-48. My goodness, I think that was the Jones County game of the week. That was a shootout. West Lauderdale over Philadelphia, 35-6. West Marion over Collins, 42-10. Brookhaven Academy over Central Hines, 29-12. These are games in the MAIS. Columbus Christian beat Kemper Academy. My goodness, 62-6. Lamar School over Simpson Academy, 21-19. Other scores in the MAIS include Newton County Academy over Prentice Christian, 36-0. Park Lane over Starkville, 37-0. Silliman over Columbia Academy, 34-19. Wayne Academy over CHEF out of Louisiana, 47-6. Those are the games that were played on Thursday and Friday night around our area within an hour of the SuperTalk studios. So what's up this week? Well, we got a lot of good area games this week as we approach week 6 of the high school football season, y'all. And some of the weather's going to be great because, I mean, the kids will be playing in, by the time the game's over, high 60s, around the 70s. We're getting a little taste of fall. It's coming. We got to be a little patient. Clarksdale is playing Bay Spring. Clarkdale, they're 5-0. Columbia at 5-0. The Wildcats at Lawrence County, who's still looking for their first win of the year. East Marion is at Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart, y'all, is 4-1. Hancock is at Bay High. Heidelberg at 3-2 is at Enterprise Clark 2-3. Don't let that 3-2 mark fool you. They played the 21st ranked team in America in Tennessee, y'all, and Heidelberg is a 1A small school. If you ever been there, y'all, it's not much there, and they lost 21-18 to that team. Really good football team, and they're the defending state champions. Houston, Tennessee is at Oak Grove. Kemper County is at East Webster. Lake is at Newton. Lumberton is at Perry Central this week. McGee at 4-1 is at Jefferson Davis County. It should be a really great game. Mendenhall is at Forest. Moss Point is at Forest County Agricultural High School. Newton County is at Northeast Lauderdale. North Forest is at Collins. Pass Christian at 4-1 is at Greene County. Greene County is also 4-1. PCS is at St. Patrick. Pisgah is at Southeast Lauderdale. Poplarville is at Macomb. Macomb is undefeated at 5-0. Raleigh at 4-1 is at McLaurin. Resurrection is at Richton. Richton 3-2 at home. St. Andrews is at Mount Olive. Scott Central is at Puckett. Sebastopol is at Noxapater. South Jones, undefeated, is at Long Beach. Stone is at St. Stanislaus. Stringer at 4-1 is at Taylorsville. Sumrall at 4-1 is at Seminary. It's going to be a lot of folk at that game, y'all, a whole bunch. West Jones will be at Petal. You can hear that game on 97.3 here on SuperTalk, supertalkhattiesburg.com. And West Marion is at Tylertown. Those are all the public high school games that are scheduled for Thursday and Friday night. In the MAIS, we have several other games that are scheduled. Central Hines is at Columbia Academy. Kemper Academy is at Prentice Christian. Oak Forest is at Simpson Academy. Park Lane Academy, undefeated at 5-0, is at Riverfield, Louisiana. Russell Christian at 4-2 is at Silver Bay. And Tri-County Academy at 4-1 is at Wayne Academy. Games between the Mississippi High School Activity Association and the MAIS, two different classifications, but they're playing football, include Lamar School, which is 5-1, will be at Mize, and Salem will be at Discovery Christian. Those are the games slated for this coming weekend, this Friday night, and it's going to be really, really great stuff. And we're looking forward to seeing what that looks like this coming Friday night. Now, around the state, of course, we know that Ole Miss is ranked now 4th in the country after beating LSU. Tennessee beat Mississippi State in overtime. We talked about the Southern Miss Golden Eagles. Our young man, Braylon Braxton, who's an awesome young man, y'all. He passed for 2 scores, ran for another one. And, of course, Jeffrey Pittman out of Taylorsville, Mississippi, scored 2 more touchdowns. And just really a fun bunch to be around. And you know, they're determined seemingly so, to do some things. Know that on Thursday, y'all, the PGA Tour event, the Sanderson Farms Championships, will return to the Jackson Country Club beginning on Thursday. Total purse $6 million, with the winner's share getting $1 million top prize. The event raises funds for Children's of Mississippi and other statewide charities. The charitable impact last year was over $1,750,000. So it's going to be really, really good. Of course, all of it will be played at the Jackson Country Club beginning on Thursday. And I think Davis Riley out of Hattiesburg will be one of the golfers. And, man, Davis is good. All right, so, y'all, what happened in the community colleges? Well, this coming week, everybody will have the week off. But this past week, it was homecoming on the Jones campus. Oh, yeah. So we'll talk about that more and a whole bunch of other things when the sports page continues when we come back.
This is the Sports Page with Mitchell Williams on 97.3 and 99.3 Super Talk, Mississippi.
Field goals, but something to build on.
Coach told us no panic, but there certainly was a sense of urgency coming in. How important is this win?
Yeah, it's extremely important. That's a great football team that's going to be around all year long and in the playoffs. So to be able to win a game at home, get back to 2-2, keep this momentum going as we move forward this season.
Not sure if you know, but you got your 250th touchdown pass, the youngest to ever do that. The thoughts on that one?
I mean, it's awesome. I have a lot of great people around me, a lot of great players around me, and it's easy whenever you can throw to those guys. And so we'll keep moving, keep getting better, and let's see if we get to 500 or something.
My goodness, Patrick Mahomes. That's how he thinks. Yeah, this young man that helped beat the Baltimore Ravens, which is the favorite by a number of people to go to the Super Bowl for the first time in a long time. But the Chiefs, they look good. Yeah, they're really, really good. And congratulations to him being the first, I guess the youngest ever, 250 touchdown passes. Man, that's a lot of slinging that football. Welcome back to the Sports Page. I want to thank all of our sponsors. And if you'd like to be a sponsor of this program or any local programming here on SuperTalk, just go to SuperTalkHattiesburg.com or SuperTalkLaurel.com and get the information. Radio is the way to go. Somebody can be driving, or somebody can be in the gym, somebody can be at the house, or they can be listening to the web, like in Georgia and Louisiana and Texas and all kind of places. You know, they can be listening. Radio is the way to go. My goodness. Well, as we said before the break, the community colleges won't play football this week. Everybody's off. Nobody's playing on Thursday. And or Saturday. But a lot of folks played this past weekend, though. And with us right now is Sean Wansley, Sports Information Director at Jones. And, of course, he sounds like he's at something. He's got something going on. Sean, how you doing?
Hey, Mitch. Doing really good. I'm in A.B. Howard Gymnasium watching Jones College play Southwest in volleyball. And we're in the first set. And Jones had 23-9.
Goodness.
Yep, Bobcats are about to win this first set and continue on. They're having a great year. They're 12-1 overall, 7-1 in conference play. They lost their only match last week to Northwest, 3-1, but responded with wins over Southwest and Bishop State. And I believe in the conference standings going into tonight, Jones, Northwest, and Pearl River are all tied for first with a 7-1 conference record. So Jones with a big match tonight, and Wednesday we go to Northwest trying to avenge that loss from last week. And then on Friday and Saturday, Coach John Dusoy's team will be in Gulf Shores, Alabama, playing a couple of matches on Friday and a couple of matches on Saturday. So volleyball, right in the middle of the season. Jones having another great year, and looks like we can go a long way once again this year.
Sean, it's crazy to have such success so early when the volleyball program is still in its infancy. It's crazy to see that, but I think also, too, that old gym, A.B. Howard, you can hear that noise. I mean, you play against Jones over there, man. You get them kids in there, that environment has to be challenging, like I'm listening to now.
Oh, yeah. It's I believe we've been playing basketball in this gym since 1955.
Goodness.
So,
wow.
45, 70 years. Pretty amazing. And volleyball has picked up and doing a great job. And we got the whole Hattiesburg High, junior high, and senior high team sitting right by me here tonight. A lot of Tigers up in here, so it's been a great atmosphere for this game tonight.
Y'all are listening to Sean Wansley, Sports Information Director Jones. He's at a volleyball game on campus where Jones is taking on Southwest. But, you know, there's no rest for the weary because Sean was working on Saturday because it was homecoming. Tell everybody about the homecoming environment and, of course, the big win over Holmes.
Yeah, it was an outstanding game. Whole bunch of offense in that game. Jones defeated Holmes 38-28. Javarian Glover, our freshman quarterback, won a game 21 out of 34 through the air for 335 yards and a couple of touchdowns. He also rushed it for 69 yards and a touch, 404 yards of total offense for the young man from Amanda Elsie High School. And what about T.K. Keys?
T.K. Keys.
Young man, out of Taylorsville.
Yeah.
Transfer from Southern Miss. He had 9 catches for 239 yards. Just another tremendous game. He's been unreal all year. And through 5 games this year, he has 29 catches for 582 yards. He's averaging 116 yards a game receiving, which leads the entire nation. Just a tremendous year for TK. And another local young man, Caden Smith, out of Oak Grove. He has 8 catches for 242 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's averaging 30 yards of reception. That's pretty remarkable right there.
That's crazy. Oh, my goodness.
And I got to mention a young man on defense, Malachi Page out of Bay Springs. Had a big game for Jones. He had 7 tackles in that game. And another local player, Luke Stewart out of Oak Grove, another Southern Miss transfer, averaged 44.5 yards per punt on 7 punts. So Bobcats with a nice win. As you say, we're all open this week, the entire state, and Jones returns to action on October the 9th when we host Hines. And Hines is having a tremendous year. They're 4-1 overall, 2-0 in division play, tied with Gulf Coast for the top spot, and they beat East Central last week 48-2.
Wow.
Yeah, they're having an outstanding year. So we're 5 games through Chico football, only 4 regular season games left, and a whole bunch of football to be played.
That is so crazy. My goodness, how that's moved through. And, of course, you hear all that volleyball, and we got the update on football, and but you got soccer. And soon, I guess, within the next, 15 to 20 days, the beginning of basketball practice. Is that right?
Yeah, basketball is practicing right now.
Wow.
They have a couple of scrimmage games going on during this month. Get the regular season rolling right at the 1st of November. But on the soccer front, our women's soccer team is 6-1-2 overall, 3-0-1 in conference play. Had a tremendous win over Meridian last week. They were down 3-0 in the first half and 4-1 at halftime, and ended up coming back to score 4 goals in the second half and win the match 5-4.
Shut up. Wow.
Unreal. And then they beat Pearl River 2-1 on Friday. And this week, Coach D's team will host East Central Friday at 5:45. On the men's side, Coach Brendan Conley's team, they beat Meridian 5-1 and had a wild 3-3 tie with Pearl River last week down in Poplarville. So Coach Conley's team, 7-2-1 overall, 2-0-1 in conference play, and they will be hosting East Central Friday night at approximately 8 o'clock. So you got volleyball, soccer going on, a couple other things to note. Baseball, they've got fall ball going on. They will be in New Orleans on Friday. They're playing LSU Eunice and East Central. And softball, they will be playing fall ball at the University of West Alabama tomorrow, and they will be at Southern Miss on Friday for a 5 o'clock game. And then next week, Coach Torrey Dew's team will be at William Carey for a doubleheader on October the 8th. So a lot going on there. You got to mention something in tennis. The Southern Regional ITA tournament was held at Gulf Coast last week, and Heidi Clayton and Teresa Emilio, a couple of our Bobcat tennis players, won the Flight A doubles competition, and that qualifies them to go to the ITA Cup in Rome, Georgia in the middle of October. So that's a big deal for our tennis team. Coach Buffington was very proud of the way they played all over the place down at Perk last week.
My goodness. Wow. Oh, wow. So, my goodness, that's a whole lot. So how can everybody keep up with the Bobcats?
Yeah, go to jcbobcats.com. That's our main site. The scores, schedules, rosters, feature stories are listed there, and you can go to X, Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram and search Jones College Athletics for everything you need to know about Bobcat sports.
Quick update on the match right now. Is it the first set over?
Yes, Jones won the first set 25-11. We just started the second set, each team with a point in the second set. So be here a little while longer for sure.
My goodness. Well, Sean, thank you, man. We hope to talk to you same time, same place next week, my friend. Thank you so much.
All right, Mitch. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Sean Wansley, Sports Information Director at Jones. And, my goodness, the state of Mississippi is so full of so many opportunities, y'all. My good friend Dale McKee, we read his articles a lot. He writes that Major League Baseball announced that Mississippi native Connor Griffin, the number one prospect in baseball, has been named the Minor League Player of the Year for 2025. My goodness. Y'all remember that boy in high school? The Minor League Player of the Year for 2025 of all baseball is from Mississippi. Connor Griffin. Yeah, he's a stud. My goodness, he's a stud. Well, we're going to get ready for the next segment, which is going to talk a little soccer and see what's happening, and then we'll update everybody with all the games set up for this coming Friday. The sports page here on SuperTalk Mississippi and SuperTalkHattiesburg.com and SuperTalkLaurel.com continues when we come back.
This is the Sports Page with Mitchell Williams on 97.3 and 99.3 Super Talk Mississippi.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to Super Talk Mississippi. My goodness, we're moving through, y'all. The temperatures are going to get good in the evening time after a while, and we're not there yet as it relates to losing all the heat, but it's going to be good. And if you're going to some event in the evening time, it's really going to be nice. So hope you and yours are well. We've been rolling through and talking about a number of things, and we're getting ready to talk soccer with one of the nation's best college soccer coaches. Coach Drew Gallant is the head coach of the 11th ranked Pearl River men's soccer team. Hello, Drew. How you doing?
Hey, Mitch. I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Hey, look, I want to see if you could talk about the big match you had against, I guess, 9th-ranked Jones, and really how your kids fought back and how they're continuing to be, you know, in that championship DNA that you got going on down
there. Yeah, we had a big battle with Jones Friday night. Like, not a big surprise that we're battling with Jones. But we went 3-3 at the end of the game. We went up, we went up 2-1 on them. We were down 1-0, went up 2-1 on them, and they got the game-tying goal. I don't remember where that was at, but then we went up 3-2 with 2 minutes to go, and they conceded a third goal with a minute to play. A lot of excitement, really fun game to be a part of. It was definitely a fun game for the fans to watch, I know, but just a typical Jones Pearl River matchup, and a lot of battles on the field going on.
Drew, as it relates to league play this year, I mean, I know in Mississippi, community colleges relates to soccer. These programs have really competitive programs. Is this year a little bit better, or is it just as consistent as it's been being good?
No, I'd say it's tighter this year. We are sitting in first right now. We're ahead of Jones, but with the tie, they'll jump up and tie us back. They have a game that got canceled on them, so they have a game in hand. But it's just tighter all around. So you're seeing tighter score lines from top all the way down to the bottom team in the league. You're not seeing the blowouts on the guys' side that you normally see with some of the lower teams. There's been some of the top higher ranked teams in our league have already been upset early in the season. I think you'll continue to see that this year. And a lot of that has to do with that people are hitting on their internationals with the international recruiting. Because those make or break you in this league and nationally also, if you do a good job of getting those, there's only 6 of them, but if you hit on all 6, it has such an impact when you only play with 11 players that you can really bring in, bring in a few Mississippi kids and balance it out with those 6 internationals. And that's what you're seeing this year is some of the smaller schools that haven't been in the top of the league in the past that are starting to get there.
Y'all are listening to Coach Drew Gallant, the head men's soccer coach at Pearl River Community College, where they're ranked 11th in the country and leading the division here in Mississippi, and they got a big game at Northwest coming up. But Coach, kind of like when you see after 9-10 games, what you'd like to see out of your team. Tell me some of the things that you really like that you've seen, and then some places where you like to see your kids improve.
The thing I like so far is the depth that we have. What I'd like to see is us be healthy, because for the first time ever, we're struggling with injuries. We haven't had one game this year where we've put our starting 11 on the field, and that includes in preseason.
Wow.
We haven't had one game to get all the boys on the field at the same time. We're all we've just dealt with some injuries that we normally don't deal with, some hamstrings and some hip flexors, and we had one out with a MCL strain from a preseason game, and that was a big issue we had that for a very important starting position for us, and just to get them all back healthy is going to be a big thing. But it's just been nice to see the guys that fill in and all the depth that we have and still battle. I mean, we're still when you look at our schedule, we've played 7, 8 top 20 games so far this season. I mean, it's easier for me to count the non-ranked games that we've played, and to do that without our starting 11. I mean, it's been good so far. I mean, we've taken some losses in there, but not in conference. We don't have a loss in conference. We had a few losses out of conference, but all of that is all still close games without their true starting 11. So it'll be nice once we get all of them back, but it's still really good to make sure that we've got that depth and see how well some of these freshmen perform getting thrown into big-time games against the top 10 teams in the country.
When you get them all back, would you think, or would you have is this would be one of the best teams you've had once you get them all back?
Yeah, it is. Overall, talent-wise, it's one of the best teams we've had. I mean, we lost Tiago last year, the All-American goal scorer who's at Kentucky right now playing for them. Right. And then we lost another big-time player who's also playing Division I at Southern Indiana, and Ian. And we've done a good job of bringing in talent to balance out losing them, but you don't replace a guy who scores 30 goals in a year. That's why he set all the goal scoring records last year. So we're spreading the goals out more this year than we did last year. But I do think once we're 100% healthy, it's one of the best teams we've ever had. It's just what works out well for us is we do preach character and team, and those are the things that are going to help us win and really try and push for a national championship, not the individual effort of Tiago from last year. It's going to be the whole team aspect, and it's going to take the team to get it done. And those are the things we always push and have always done here. And I think that's why you see the success that we've had since we've been on a long run here, a successful run, but it goes back to coming in and just from the start, can we make this a family environment that revolves around team, character, pride, respect, class, character, all those things. We talk to the team about those things nonstop. And, when you get literally punched in the mouth, how are you going to react? Are you going to have a bad reaction, or are you going to be positive and get back in the game and make something good happen for your team?
Drew, I want to bridge that. I mean, from the number of people that have kids that play soccer, both youth, junior high and high school, and even on the community college league. Some of them are on club teams on university levels. From a championship coach and one that builds an environment to be competitive on the highest level every year, what are you looking for when you go recruit a soccer player? And then what's some of the elements, maybe, if there's a parent out there that's listening that's got a young person, girl or boy, that plays soccer, what's some of the important things that you would say that's needed as they, want to go and maybe extend their education through soccer?
For me, it's the character. It's the character of the player and the family. But it's also the environment they're in, because you can take a player who – I have one now that was notorious in high school for being sent off, and I got to know him very well, and I felt like it was just the environment he was in. And when I tell people this player has never given me one issue on or off the field, they don't believe it. And I'm like, it's the environment also.
Right.
So we also look at – there could be – we get to know them really well because maybe the environment's not right for them where they're coming from, the high school or the club. Can we bring them into our environment and really have an impact on their life? And we have lots of proof that we've done that here at Pearl River, of where we've taken people and put them in a good, positive environment to help them grow as a player on and off the field. And that's my championship, and that's how I win championships.
Well, I tell you,
doing that and get to know those kids.
That's a great formula. My goodness. So here comes the stretch. You've played these 9 and 10. So what are some of the things that are going to be really, really important as you get ready to go down the stretch, Drew?
Getting healthy,
Yeah.
Still continuing to develop. I mean, we may be long into the season, but there's still lots of things that we've got to fix within our system, how we play, and our players that can continue to develop in the system, but stay healthy and stay positive. Or get healthy and stay positive, and that'll be the deciding factor if we're back at the national tournament or not.
My goodness. Drew, we always get better when we talk to you, man. It's just great just hearing from you, and the best to you the rest of the way. Hopefully, let's talk again soon, my friend. Thank you.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you, Drew. Take care. Coach Drew Gallant, the head soccer coach at Pearl River, they're ranked 11th in the country, y'all, and they're good, really, really good. And I love talking with him because he talks about not only the competitive stuff, but how that environment is and how important culture is. And being around Coach Huff all the time, he talks about it is environments. I mean, he's really big on environments, and you can see why he wins all the time. And it's loaded with discipline and accountability. And yeah. Mm-hmm. So what's going to happen, y'all, this weekend for high school football? Can I tell you the games right quick? Clarkdale is at Bay Springs. Columbia is at Lawrence County. East Marion is at Sacred Heart. Hancock is at Bay High. Heidelberg is at Enterprise Clark, just going right down the street. Houston, Tennessee is at Oak Grove. Kemper County is at East Webster. Lake is at Newton. Lumberton is at Perry Central. McGee is at Jefferson Davis County. Mendenhall is at Forest. Moss Point is at Forest County Agricultural High School. Newton County is at Northeast Lauderdale. North Forest is at Collins. Pastor Christian is at Greene County. Both those teams are 4-1. PCS is at St. Patrick. Pisgah is at Southeast Lauderdale. And Poplarville is at Macomb. Raleigh is at McLaurin. Resurrection is at Richton. St. Andrews is at Mount Olive. Scott Central is at Puckett. South Jones is at Long Beach. My friend Caleb, who will be leading the conversation on Crusader Talk at the top of the hour on 97.3, says South Jones at Long Beach is a Jones County Game of the Week on 99.3 and SuperTalk Laurel.com. Yeah, listen to Caleb and them. They do a great job. Stone at St. Stanislaus. Stringer at Taylorsville. Sumrall is at Seminary. West Jones is at Petal. Know that Petal football is on 97.3. You can hear that game here on SuperTalk Hattiesburg.com. West Marion is at Tylertown. Other games at Central Hines at Columbia Academy. It is Kemper Academy at Prentice Christian. Oak Forest is at Simpson Academy. Park Lane is at Riverdale, Louisiana. Russell Christian is at Silver Bay. And just three more games. Tri-County Academy is at Wayne Academy. We can tell you that Lamar School, which is at 5-1, is at Mize. It's a matchup between the MHSAA and the MAIS. And Salem is at Discovery Christian. Those are the games being played on Friday. Remember, Southern Miss is off this week. The Eagles will be on the road at Georgia Southern in a nationally televised game a week from this Thursday on ESPN. So our Eagles have won 3-1. They're 3-1 in the month of September. And, y'all, we believe even better days are just ahead. And then know that the next time that the Eagles play at home, homecoming. Yeah, homecoming. So make your plans and come, and gonna be good. Gonna be good. Gonna be good. When we come back, we'll cross the T and dot the I when the sports page continues in just a moment.
This is The Sports Page with Mitchell Williams on 97.3 and 99.3 SuperTalk, Mississippi.
Welcome back to SuperTalk, Mississippi. Know that Crusader Talk is at the top of the hour. Also know, y'all, on November 15th, it'll get here before you know it. It's on a Saturday morning, car, truck, and bike show. Yeah, from 9 to 1. Go to southeastmsfca.org. We sent out a whole bunch of letters today. You're going to be able to, if you're a car dealership or what, you can be a corporate sponsor and get a lot of visibility on that morning, and go to southeastmsfca.org. Or if you know our board member Todd Mixon, you can call him at 601-596-4298, 601-596-4298. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good. $30 a car to come out there, and we've had a bunch of them the last several years. I think this is the number 4, and we're looking forward to that. So our car, truck, and bike show, FCA Car and Truck and Bike Show, you can go, and you'll hear more stuff. We're going to hopefully get a commercial out and some other different things here on Super Talk. And if you're not doing anything that morning, you know, Southern Miss doesn't play till late on that afternoon or evening, come on out and visit. It's not the cars are great, but y'all visiting the people, golly, man, that's the really awesome folks that come out there, and they got great stories about them cars. Great stories. Hope you and yours are doing really well. I am just excited about this week, and excited about this week for a number of reasons. So know that, again, Southern Miss does not play this weekend. They're off this weekend. The kids have worked hard, and they don't play again until next Thursday on national television against Georgia Southern. Going to be good. Going to be really, really good. And, of course, all the community colleges, y'all are off this week, everybody. So, yeah. Want to thank Petal, Coach Boyles, for having us set up to do the devotion. We have one of our staff members will be over there on Thursday. And then, of course, want to thank Lamar Christian School for allowing one of our staff to do chapel this week as well. Just thanks to all of our schools for really letting a lot of our staff be there, and you know, our huddles for FCA. And if you want to support our mission, y'all, we're old as all get out. We've been around 70 years. You can go to southeastmsfca.org to and through the coach. As long as there's a coach on the campus that loves the Lord, y'all, FCA will be here until the Lord comes back. But we need your help. We're a mission, and we'd love to have your support. We've got all kinds of things. Or you can email me at mitchellwilliams@fca.org, mitchellwilliams@fca.org, if you just want to talk a little bit about FCA. All right, y'all, I want to read this. This is Isaiah 43 and 18 and 19. This is an old one, but I love this. It says this: do not remember the past events. Pay no attention to things of old. Look, I'm about to do something new. Even now it's coming. Do you not see it? Indeed, I'll make a way in the wilderness, rivers in the desert. That's Isaiah 43:18 through 19. The past is the past, right? So we can't live there. If you're focused on the past, change your focus. If you're living in the past, it's time to stop living there and starting now. I was talking to a friend of mine today, and we've been talking about how the clock doesn't stop. And so when you kind of look around, if you don't make the best out of the opportunities you have with time, it doesn't matter if it's first quarter, second quarter, halftime. Yeah, the clock runs at halftime, y'all. Third and fourth quarter, the clock doesn't stop. One American theologian composed a profoundly simple verse that came to be known as the Serenity Prayer. Y'all remember this? God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. His words are far easier to recite than they are to live by, right? Yeah, they are. Because most of us want life to unfold in accordance to with our wishes and timetables, but sometimes God has other plans. So if you've endured a difficult past, y'all accept it and learn from it, but don't spend too much time here on the precious present, fretting over memories of the unchangeable past. It ain't gonna change. Sure ain't. Instead, trust God's plan and look to the future. After all, the future is where everything that's going to happen to you from this moment is going to take place. It's going to happen tomorrow. Yeah, it is. All the good things are scheduled and slated to happen tomorrow. Y'all don't forget that. Kay Arthur said one time, she said, shake the dust from your past and move forward in his promises. And then Dennis Swanberg says, don't let yesterday use up too much of today. That's a big deal. Don't let yesterday use up too much of today. Yeah, and Dr. Ed Young, who's from Laurel, Mississippi, said, you cannot restore your relationship with the Lord, and he cannot restore his, but we cannot change the past. God has done what you and I could not, send his son to be the peace offering we require. Goodness. Whew. Making peace with the past. That's one of the biggest challenges for all of us. But I know one thing, the old saints say, the Lord make a way out of no way. From all of us, y'all, to all of you, we hope that you have an awesome and incredible week. And if you're struggling with some stuff, go talk to somebody. And if you got some joy, go share it. Hope to talk to you same time, same place next week. Take care, everybody. God bless.